But I think you took the initiative way too much in neutral. Because the way that our dynamic the whole time was that I would be walking back, making you want to run into me, and I would repeatedly free K you, I would 5H you, I would 2S you, and I would run and grab you. To interrupt your approaches, I would make you overreach. And you would just keep... You literally never waited. You never waited in neutral. I thought it was kind of weird, actually.
Yeah, I figured that definitely comes from like my melee side. I always have this like philosophy where like if I give them enough time to like... If there's enough like empty space or enough time to think, like I don't want that to happen, so I keep trying to close the gap, but I keep doing that like really immature.
Mei can't just press forward. I mean, you don't have like a Falco laser to approach behind, right? Like there's no perfect approach option. Like I knew anytime I would walk back, you'd be walking forward, which is actually Footsie's 101. Yeah, you are taking space, you are forcing mistakes and stuff like that, but you can make me come to you, especially if you...
I have to at least like I guess the imaginary range, like let's just say for the sake of the example, like should I at least keep like the 2S range just like out of that and like just close that enough space so that that doesn't get...
I just play based off of how they play, and if somebody's just being defensive with no like forward offense like this, I didn't do this very much to you, right? I was just walking back. So I think you could just walk forward and not actually fully commit to your approach, because you're always almost fully committing is what I find. Like you need a dash forward block, dash forward, dash back. You need to use more like defensive approach options instead of straight up aggro. I'm gonna go in force a mix up right now a little bit.
If I may ask, like can you at least like elaborate like what's like the goal I'm looking for, I guess, when I just notice they're playing super defensive, like they're just playing like reactionary, I guess. Like is there a certain like what should be in my mindset? Because if I feel like if I'm just doing like playing like I guess patient for the sake of playing patient, I'm not gonna really understand like what I'm doing.
I want you to keep in mind two things. When do they decide that they're done camping and they're gonna try and dash forward and poke you out? Because most camping players will not just want to keep moving backwards, because we both know I'm going to end up in the corner if I keep doing this, so they're going to have to dash forward eventually, but it's up to you to figure out when I'm going to do that and what makes me tick. Because like what makes me tick is if you get too deep into my range, I will start dash 2King you or dash 2Sing. You need to figure out what cue makes me want to move in on you, because really there's nothing stopping you from just walking me to the corner. Chase them down, dash block over and over. Yeah, you're more about forcing a reaction, but you need to force a reaction without actually overly committing yourself. Well, you kind of have to commit sometimes, because obviously there's overshoots and stuff like that, which you could be doing. You never actually did an overshoot, I think, but...
And the only thing I could think of is like up heavy Dolphin while like running or something, just to keep it like surprising. I don't know like how it would overshoot with Mei other than just like doing a Dolphin.
Run up free guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real. I think, yeah, you need to specifically look for when I'm going to dash in. I need to change your angles a little more. Although you actually were pretty good about mixing it up, but you would air dash in pretty often.
Yeah, because that's like, I hate like, yeah, it's like one or two. Like I either run at you or I air dash in. Like one is just so easily 6P-able. Like I don't know why you just run 6P every air dash in, and you did.
I did,
so,
yeah.
Like now I just have to like play footsies and just like dash in, dash out, little like you were saying.
I mean, there's a couple things you can do about that. Obviously, dash jump is fine. This one is not fine, especially against an opponent who's just trying to react. You don't do this one. But if you jump forward and before you land, you air dash back in like JH, or you jump forward into 2K, it all depends what their reaction to your jump is. Because anytime
if the opponent's always gonna 6P when I'm in the air, if that's like just a true condition, like I don't know what I can do to necessarily like punish them for that. That's like the question, I guess.
Okay, that's too faceted. If you're air dashing and they 6P you every time, it's GG's. There's nothing you can actually do about the air dash, because air dash is suck in this game. So for that one, just GG's, don't do it. But the opponent kind of has to do it, like on a read a little bit when you jump at them, right? Because there's no actual cue, right? You just kind of see them in front of you and they have to do it if they don't want to. Once you're in their range, they're going to do it or they're not going to do it. So what you do is you get in the range and you air dash back in JH. There's also this one trick you can do where it's like you cross them up with your air dash and like it makes them tick, and then they'll like actually press the 6P, but it narrowly misses because you for some reason the 6P will sometimes like it's like a slightly different timing. Like if they're super, I don't remember if it's early or late to their 6P, but sometimes they'll just kind of.
I didn't know what video you're talking about. I saw that Justin Wong, he was talking about like, dude, all I did was just jump in. They were always like 6P, and I would just like throw them. Or something.
Those are the 4 things I think: jump in, air dash back JH, bait out. If they're preemptively doing it, then you just kind of boom, air dash back, and you whiff punish it. There's not really any good combos though. I'm just gonna keep it real. There's no good combos on that. Yeah, it sends a message to them. You also, I don't know if this one fully works. I kind of try it. Doesn't always work. You can like, I'm gonna call it grappler jump. You can like jump here and then like walk back a little bit, and their 6B might whiff if they're being dumb and they just kind of, yeah, then you 3K whiff punish. You just kind of want to make them want to do it without actually putting yourself in danger of doing it. Other than that, I think a lot of your defense problems were like based around May specific issues. I don't know. You were really good at doing the dash 2K thing, which is really good, but you did it almost too much, I think.
Yeah, I thought, I don't know, when it came to like me getting out of pressure, you caught me a bunch, especially in the last like 2 sets. You did like 2K after Dolphin, even like light Dolphin. I thought like there's an opening for me to like stop that before you or something. I don't know why. But...
No, if it's not a guaranteed hit. It's almost guaranteed. Like if you 2S, if I 2S, you might actually counter hit it. But 2K will beat it because you have to dash. I've tested this before. I can always 2K or 2P you or even 5P for it. I can even throw you actually. I didn't do it, but it's like a common high level thing. So I labbed around this. Not many people are going to beat you for doing this, but it's important just to know. I think to make this work, you have to condition me with 2S and then you dash. Like once I'm like cautiously backdashing to avoid 2S is when you can start to dash 2K.
Sure.
Because yeah, you're not actually plus enough to do this. It's only like, I mean,
yeah, no, I get like 2P'd out of that like super low. Like I try to be like all smart and like do like 2K post or something. People just like mash 2P or something. And then...
Can I not trick? You literally just 2S, right? It'll win. I think the other thing is you didn't stop doing heavy slash Dolphin when I kept 6Ping you for it.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna ask you. It's like I hate. You said you found the rhythm of me afterwards, right? And it's always like 2 hits, like 1, 2, then Dolphin, right? And I feel like that's all the mix-up I have. It's whether I do S Dolphin or H Dolphin. So like once you figure out, like I don't know, I could just also do nothing and just like wait for the 6P to come out. But I thought you'd bite. Like similar to how you kept trying to work after stream, I guess. It's like the one thing that I really want to have heavy Dolphin to like then I start branching out after like the heavy Dolphin hits. But I need the heavy Dolphin to hit to start my block stream, you know.
But I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of a bot. I will 6P you like 90% of the time for going for heavy slash Dolphin, right?
So just like wait and just like 6H. Like I need something that like hard punishes and like I get like my bread and butter if I know you're gonna 6P after like I do like 2K 2D into H Dolphin and like also close slash 6H into H Dolphin. That's like my 2 common like starters, right?
Yeah.
And like you 6P bunches. So should I just like wait or do like is there like another option I can do or?
That is a good question. Now for one, okay, for me personally, I was doing it on reaction. I never do it preemptively. Although I do it sometimes, like to be mean, but I'm reacting every time, and if they're reacting, there's literally nothing you can do. Actually, there's one bait from Dominant. Shout out to Dominant. You can do this to bait.
Like that.
Yeah, you can bait them out to do.
I also figured you could do like close slash 2S into 5H, like like 1, 2, 3 into Dolphin. I don't know. It's like I said, it's like if I know you're gonna 6P heavy Dolphin, then I'm like my only other option is like S Dolphin, right? Hopefully that catches you. But if you just block that, then like I feel like my just turns over. You know?
No, you're right. Now the thing is, it's a reaction to me. I'm not actually I'm not actually gonna do it unless you do it. Like there's no mix. If you do S Dolphin, I'm gonna block it, and if you do heavy slash Dolphin, I'm gonna 6P it. There's no mix. Okay, so here's what you do. Played Lament. So his strat is that he doesn't actually do heavy slash Dolphin. He barely does it. What he does is he'll do only staggers like most of the time. You don't actually cancel into Dolphin like 75% of the time. He's gonna do stagger dash 2K or stagger. And the reason is that he wants you to try mashing on it so he can get counter hit Dolphin. That's his goal. He's only using Dolphin cancels as a frame trap. Now, I know that it's kind of like a roundabout way of answering it. You need to have better stagger game, or you can't be reliant on using heavy slash Dolphin as your mix. I mean, even if they block it, I want you to honest to God tell me, what even is the mix? The way I make it work, or the way I would react to your OS, is I block until I see your dash, and then I either throw you, or I backdash, or I jump. What's your plan if I do that, honest to God? Like if I just block your 5K Yeah, I will throw you or jump you every single time you dash in after every slash dolphin. You're so far out. Yeah, you gotta work on maybe just your stagger pressure and make the opponent want to mash. You can set up your counter hits with S dolphin. That's how I play now. I still cancel into dolphin pretty often though. I'm still working on it.